Without further ado, bear down.
Bear down. So I'm sorry. There's one constant. It's Mack.
It was almost 4th and 21 at one point. Think about this shit. Like, not fucking rocket science. It's Nick Foles looked like he was standing on top of a broom. At least we have a fucking kicker.
We finally have a kicker. It's like 3rd and 4, and he's throwing 3 yards on an out route. I'm fucking done.
How the fuck does a college quarterback just throw it away within a second of knowing I don't have shit?
Yeah,
and Foles is like,
I'm
gonna fold.
He's a
I mean,
fucking launcher.
You're not.
He's literally a launcher. He just fucking folds. Immediately
Folds.
That shot. Bear down.
Hey guys, welcome back to 4th and 21, a Chicago Bears talk show by Bears fans for Bears fans. I'm Arturo. This is Alex. Welcome back. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, and like our video. Yeah.
Well, let's start off with a shot, right?
Yeah. On to the playoffs.
To the playoffs. We may not deserve to be there.
We
It
don't.
doesn't fucking matter because we are. Fucking 9-7.
No bananas.
9-7 Giants beat the 16-0 fucking Patriots in the Super Bowl. So never know what can fucking happen. Our defense steps up the way that they played the first half of the season. Who knows? I just don't see that with Chuck Pagano because he's shit. But bear down.
Bear down.
All right. Start off with predictions. What do you got?
I got Bears 30, Saints 24.
Okay. Well, we have the same point differential, which I know this was earlier in the week, but the point differential was, I believe, New Orleans +8. I would take that. I don't think the Bears are going to lose by 8 or more. So if you guys are bettors, I would go for that. But I said Bears win 27-21. The optimism is back, maybe for no reason, but, I think since we did play them already this year, we took them to overtime, and that was with Nick Foles. And I think that plays a huge role in our confidence going in and playing them. We hadn't played them this year. They're number 2 seed. It could be really daunting for our team, but I think the fact that we know that we can keep up with them, even though we had a lesser offense at the time, I think that, and now we can maybe scheme to them a little bit better because the Bears, like I said, have already played them. So I think defensively we can scheme to them slightly better. Hopefully Pagano can fucking pull it out of his ass. But because of that, I think it gives our team a huge confidence boost knowing that we stuck with them in a game and possibly could have won that game. We had, I believe, 1 or 2 chances in overtime to score the ball. So, you know what? Our offense is moving way better this time, even though it's a great Saints defense. So, you know what? Yeah, I give us a chance. Yeah, a fighting chance. Offensively, what do you think offensively, what do you think we got to do? What are the keys?
Red zone. I don't know if it was you that sent me that about how we drafted a first-round tight end. We got a tight end to coach, and then we haven't hit them in the red zone except for the beginning.
Well, first pick, second round, but our first pick
this
year.
Yeah. So we got 3 targets that are 4 at this point. We got Mooney, Cole, Graham, and Robinson. If you're not going to throw to them, at least you can have them run routes to where you find the guy that you actually want to throw to. In my opinion, A-Rob, or I don't know about Graham anymore, A-Rob or Mooney.
Graham a couple weeks ago had 2 touchdowns.
In my opinion, Darnell Mooney, Robinson are your guys you're going to throw to. But throw the other guys in there.
What I would say is have both
distract them. You don't know who they're going to go to.
Both tight ends in and Allen Robinson.
You don't know who's going to go to, and then one of them is going to be open. But at that point, it comes down to Trubisky being able to read only 10, 15 yards down the field and hit the open guy. So red zone, big key. We need to put up points. Montgomery's been on his shit. Do the same thing you've been doing. Bootlegs, out to the side. Give him a running start. Don't fucking feed him where he has to get on his jet before he goes. nothing down the field unless we need to. Quick plays, short plays.
Well, I may avoid A-Rob for this game just because Lattimore is going to be on him, and he's a really good corner. But I don't know if I agree with you that Mooney is necessarily the best offensive red zone threat. He does have 4 touchdowns this year, but in the red zone, you want somebody big. You want a big target. Allen Robinson is that. Jimmy Graham is that. Cole Kmet is that. And if you have both tight ends running across the same side of the field, one of them is going to be open, I feel like. At least open enough to body off a defender and get that ball. If anything, I would say run Jimmy behind Cole Kmet, because if Cole Kmet catches it,
he can truck through.
He can power through into the end zone. Jimmy Graham has the hands and body control to catch it
and just
come down with it and avoid the defender. But I agree with you. It's definitely going to come down to converting in the red zone. That's going to be a huge thing. We can't do what we did against the Packers, which was kick 3 field goals.
Yeah, and quick, short plays. You don't have to fucking make it big. You don't have to get a 30-yard completion. Just keep going, keep building. 5-10 yards over and over ends up in a touchdown.
Well, and it wears the defense down too.
130-yard throw and interception leads to a turnover. So fucking avoid turnovers. Just hold on to the ball. 4th and 1, we could convert 4 and 1s. We converted 3 or 4 in a row.
4, yeah.
So nothing fancy. Playing the Saints.
They do have a good defensive line. Cameron Jordan's a beast.
We took them to overtime with Foles.
I'm sorry, who was the guy that fucking Javon Wims fought last time?
I don't remember.
Who was that? Because I want to just attack him all fucking game. That dude's not actually that good. So I feel really bad for not knowing his name, but we should definitely fucking go after him. He is a piece of shit, number 1. Number 2, we already have kind of a honestly, have Cole Kmet run through him twice, and that dude's going to fucking back off. Because Cole is an absolute beast.
Yeah, at that point, Cole wasn't getting the ball, so he doesn't even know.
Exactly.
So, yeah, those are my keys.
And then, it's going to be a similar, idea that we played against the Packers, which is clock management. If we can keep the ball and hold possession for 11 minutes more than them, I think we have a great chance of beating them. We have to keep the ball out of Drew Brees' hand and wear down that defense so that at the end of the game, we can move the ball on them because they're fucking exhausted. If we can put up 14, 17 by half, I think by the second half, that defense is going to be worn down. Montgomery's just going to fucking start pounding away like he does, and they're just going to be exhausted. And if hopefully we have Mooney back, that's kind of in question right now, but if we do, in the second half, he could be open downfield a couple times, and let's take the shot 1 or 2 times. Don't do it into double, triple coverage, just one-on-one coverage down the field. What we found out last week is you can put it up there for him, 50-50 ball, and he will go out and fucking get it. And I said that early on when we drafted him. I was like, I'm psyched about this guy. Not only because
that was a great throw fast, and catch.
He has good hands, but he can go up and get the ball from players that are bigger than him. And that was something I was really excited about, and we finally saw it last week.
Is that a one-handed or right? Came up and grabbed it
and
brought
he had
it down.
Perfect. He had a
but
perfect
either way,
two-handed.
He did what was right.
Sorry.
He brought it down. That play was just fucking awesome. And that I was like, damn, Trubisky. I mean, we knew he had an arm, but seeing it come to fruition,
if he instead of lofting it up as much as he did, but I know he also wanted to at least give Mooney a chance.
Was he not running?
He could have hit him on in stride, and that could have been a touchdown. So, but I'm not going to complain about it because if you get the ball at the 10-yard line, you should put it in the end zone. So, it is what it is, but that's what we got to fucking focus on this time. And when we're on the 10-yard line, don't throw 2 fucking screen passes and then 3-4 yard pass to your running back and have him try to get the other fucking 7 yards. We have to. It was too predictable at that point. So let's throw forward when we're in the red zone, and offensively, keep the ball as long as you can and finish in the red zone. And don't let no offense to Trubisky, but don't let him have any turnovers.
Yeah.
Defensively. What do you got?
Well, not much to say. He's been shit all year, but Thomas is back. Their returner, Deontay Harris is back.
He may be back.
Kamara
they took him
might
off
be
the
back.
injured
Earliest he can
reserve.
play is Sunday after testing positive.
He may be back, yeah.
All that being said, We had to beat the Packers to get into the playoffs. You had to show up. You're in the playoffs now, so fucking come up and play some playoff football.
Forget about last week and just be pumped that you're in the spot that you're in and make the most of it, because I think this is the biggest upset of the weekend, possibly. Like, I think this I think it could be the biggest upset of the weekend.
Coming hard. Hit them
and
hard from the get-go.
New Orleans also has that, like, angst to get to the Super Bowl because they end up fucking it up every, like, year after year after year. And so they have that pressure on them. They have that added pressure that the Bears don't have. The Bears, if they lose, don't really lose that much. The New Orleans, if they lose to us, it's another year where they fuck up in the playoffs after having a great season. So I think there's added pressure on New Orleans. But I think there's two keys defensively that if we do that, we'll win the game, which is, one, get pressure on Drew Brees, because when there's pressure on him, he's too short to see over the line, and he's not very mobile. So if you can just get a good push, he's going to throw the ball away because he is smart in that sense. Like, he'll throw the ball away. So if we can just pressure Drew Brees and hit him a few times, because if we hit him, he's going to be uncomfortable because those ribs, let's be honest, are not fucking healed. No. He will feel it. If Khalil Mack comes down on him once, he could be out of the fucking game.
Well, the more he throws the ball away, the more.
But that could also hurt the Bears, because then you got Taysom Hill coming in, and we may not have a game plan.
Exactly. They have Taysom Hill, because otherwise, throwing the ball away and getting hit, eventually Drew Brees is going to end up making some rash decisions.
But if Taysom Hill happens to come in the game, we have to adapt our defense and not worry about him throwing the ball and just worry about put some bigger bodies in there. Hopefully we get Roquan Smith back, because that's going to be fucking huge. Jalen Johnson, that's going to be fucking huge. If we can get those two back, it doesn't look good for Roquan, I'm going to be honest, which is really shitty because his backup, not very good. But Bartavius Mingo, he's all right, but Woods is just absolute he didn't show shit last week, so I'm a little bit worried about him. But if we can get Jalen Johnson back, and then that would also huge. Second thing, just watch Alvin Kamara. Please, just pay attention to him, because if we can get pressure on Drew Brees and watch Kamara and have somebody on Kamara the whole time, which is the worst part about having Roquan Smith out, is he's the only one that can maybe keep up with him. Outside of that, we know Danny Trevathan cannot. He has shown that week after week after week that he cannot stay up with anybody.
And that's on the play calling. So who the fuck puts Danny Trevathan?
So if Pagano is going to continue to trust Trevathan, we are going to lose this game. But if we can get pressure on Drew Brees and have a spy on Alvin Kamara at all times, because he is going to be a huge game changer for them if he's back, just watch him, because when we played them last time, I was just like, just watch Alvin Kamara. He is their biggest threat. Drew Brees doesn't throw downfield. He just likes to dink it to fucking Alvin, and he makes moves.
Have him do the legwork.
Yeah, he makes moves. He's very shifty, very fast, and they would find him wide open, and it's just like, why are they finding him wide open every single time? We should have a spy on Alvin Kamara every single fucking play. Who do we put on him? That's a little bit more difficult, because most of our spies are not quick enough to actually stay with him. But maybe even have a short spy and a medium spy, so that there's somebody underneath him and somebody beyond, more downfield from him. That way he just can't make big plays. Other than that, I think that's our defensive goal. Let's take a quick shot. Bear down. Let's pull off a fucking upset, guys.
Hopefully they come back fired up after losing to the Packers.
You know what? And that's a huge possibility.
Obviously upset that we lost last time. Granted, Foles was in. Now I've got Trubisky. We've been running the train with him.
And that's the thing.
There's a cohesive unit, like I said, with Foles. Couldn't really, he would make a play and just kind of walk off the field.
Well, and that's the thing.
Trubisky gets excited. Trubisky hypes up his guys. He is more of a leader than people give him credit for. He's out there making calls, hyping people up, disciplining people in the right way. He's not a fucking Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, where he's just going to fucking, bite their heads off because they fucked up once, even though
or roll their fucking eyes back in the line of scrimmage.
He's all about the team. So,
but I did say we tied them and went to overtime with Nick Foles, so therefore we should be able to beat them. However, that was when our defense was playing a lot better.
Yeah, so now it comes up to our offense.
So it kind of evens out. But again, I just think you focus on two things defensively. And like I said, just hit Drew Brees a couple times. Keep the ball out of their hands, hit him a few times, and watch Alvin Kamara, and he will not be able to do jack shit outside of that. Like, let's be honest, their offense is very reliant on allowing Drew Brees to have time and getting Alvin Kamara the ball and having him do the legwork. Yes, he got 6 rushing touchdowns in a game. Our rushing defense, for the most part this year, has been really good. You look at what we did against Dalvin Cook. You look at what we did against Derrick Henry. Like, we have had a
that was our strength.
That was our strength.
It's long balls and then just playing zone and letting them catch it 10 yards past the line of scrimmage and then just running it for 20, 30 yards that we fuck up with. Because once you're in zone, then you're relying on the safeties and the Jesus fucking Christ. Well, he's out, but like Roquan, which could, or Trevathan to fucking hustle back Eddie Jackson.
Trevathan's good in the run game, though.
He's so slow,
but he's pretty solid in the run game. He's very good at reading where the hole is and finding that gap.
But you leave him having to catch up to someone. That play was just so fucking hard to watch.
Because
he was running so as fast as he could, and you're like, dude, you are just slow.
You know what fucking hurt so bad? Slow. Like, I was just like, as soon as this week, Danny Trevathan, if somebody beats you, fucking throw your fucking walker with its tennis balls at him. Do something. Push him off the line. Throw your walker at him. Do fucking something. Like, you don't have the speed to catch up with anybody, so you're going to have to be fucking physical. And if you can't be physical, I don't care. Give them a little trip.
Yeah. Trip them up. Once they hit the ground, you touched them, they're down.
I don't fucking care how you do it. Like, even if you have to get a penalty, if you see a guy with open fucking space, throw your walker at him, throw your foot at him, fucking throw your helmet at him. I don't give a fucking shit. Just do something. You have to be physical off the line if you are going to defend anybody, which it should only be tight ends ever. If Pagano puts you in a situation where you have to get Kamara, do
more of a reason for him to go.
Anything. I know you're old as shit, but like, just do something. I'm getting heated talking about that because Trevathan has just been. He is good defensively on the run. He's pretty fucking solid. But as soon as somebody gets past him, he is fucking done. He is done. He's not catching up to fucking anybody. But do you want to do Scat and Beast of the Week?
Beast, I'm going to start with. I'm going to go with Komet. Which I've said before 2 weeks ago, but
I don't disagree with it because he has been getting, and they've been getting him the ball.
He's been getting fed. That dude, holy shit. He's like, well, that's a bad comparison. But the more you feed him, the more he gets experience, the more he feels like I'm in the NFL. I can play with these guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't get brought down by most fucking people. He's in the playoffs now. He has a chance to be the guy that propels us to that next level, even for a game or one play or one down or one score. He's got that mentality. He came from Notre Dame.
I just want to see him get the ball in space more often. He doesn't get the ball in space.
No, he gets the ball with 3 guys and he trucks through them and, getting 5 yards. But, yeah, give him some room to run. Get that train rolling. Once that steam engine starts rolling, there's no stopping it.
Get him the ball in space because I want to see that speed. I want to see that speed.
One block, that dude's fucking not going down.
Yeah.
They could drag him down
team does. They don't put a linebacker
yards.
on him. They put a fucking safety on him because – not a safety, but like a corner on him because he is quick enough to run with corners. If they put a linebacker on him, they're not going to be able to keep up with him. No. But his physicality, if you put a corner on him, he's going to break that tackle. He's not going to get tripped up. Like, even when people hit his fucking legs, they just bounce off his fucking legs.
I'm calling 2 touchdowns. 1 rushing, one catching.
1 rushing, 2 catching?
1 rushing, 1 catching. 2 touchdowns.
They do tend to keep rushing him. And the last game, it actually wasn't bad. The 2 games ago, it was a brutally terrible play call. But, okay, so I like that call. Who do I have as Beast of the Week? You know what? This is going to sound probably a little stupid, but I have a feeling
Are you going to say Jimmy Graham?
No.
Okay, because then I would just turn this off right now.
I'm not actually going to go offensively. There's going to be somebody that shows up huge on our defense this week, and it's going to be somebody with fucking experience. This guy right here. Khalil Mack. If there's anybody this week.
You were talking about yourself. I was like,
no.
Oh, they finally signed you?
Finally, dude. I've been asking for it for years. No, Khalil Mack is going to be – he has the experience and, like, I shouldn't say experience because he hasn't been in the playoffs very often, but he has – what is the fucking word that I'm looking for? He's got –
not the experience, but the edge,
like he's a veteran. So if anyone's gonna show up this week and show the team like, hey, this is what it takes to be a fucking playoff team, it's gonna be fucking him on the defensive end because
cojones
on the defensive side. Yeah, he's gonna show them giant fucking cojones that he's got.
He's gonna whip it out.
But I see him getting to Drew 2, maybe 3 fucking times and maybe forcing a fumble on him, which could be the play of the game. So defensively, which I haven't gone defensive in a few weeks because they've been shit. I'm going to go beast of the week, Khalil Mack. I think he's going to lead by example. I think he is going to fucking – they need to get him on the edge. He keeps trying to bull rush people. He's not a bull rusher, man. He needs to fucking slide out. He needs to fucking get somebody on the edge and beat them with their speed, get around, hit Drew Brees' arm, force a fumble, have Akiem fucking fall on it. I said he's going to get to him 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, this is the game to do it. So, and with that, like we've said before, he's not like Akiem where he's vocally, but once he shows up, everyone's going to start showing up. So they're going to be like, he's doing his job. He's got another quarterback. I need to stick on my man. I need to intercept the ball. I need to swat the ball away. I need to turn the ball
I could see
over.
Eddie Jackson being so pissed off this week that he finally catches a fucking interception.
Pick 6.
When he does get the ball in his hand, he is electric, but I do think that he's finally going to fucking actually catch one because I think he's super frustrated. But I think that's also getting into his head a little bit. But I think Mack could be the difference maker in this game. But who you got for Scat? I know who I've got.
I got Trevathan.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying, Kamara, you said run game.
Well, and the thing is,
about that, we know that. Yes, he's
They don't
good.
actually hand it off to him as much as they throw it to him. They throw it to him more than they fucking give it to him right out of, because if you ask him to fucking go through 3 guys, he can't go through 3 guys.
They could run.
You give him space,
yes,
he
but
can
they can run it.
Trevathan's
going to be there. They could throw it to him. Guess what? Pagano's going to put Trevathan in a spot where it's his job to stick it to him.
Exactly.
And he can't do either. I mean, he can do the running, but Kamara's fucking great.
And I'm assuming Roquan's out this week.
He's going to have to pick up the pieces. I'm going to make the
assumption that Roquan's out.
And you know what? Trevathan has sucked, but he's been put in a position the last 2 weeks where he's had to – they said it in the game. You're asking so much out of a player that can't perform to that level. And
that's on Pagano.
Yeah, exactly.
That's on fucking Pagano.
So,
and also on him because he needs to fucking be – he is the defensive captain. He's the one that audibles – the defense at the line. He needs to be the one that's like, I'm not fucking getting on this guy. Audible, you fucking get over there. I'll fucking spy or do it, like whatever.
Exactly. That's
like
why I said running, he's going to be there. Throwing, Pagano's going to put him in the spot where he's the guy.
But yeah, so I'm actually going to go with Trevathan as well because I'm assuming – can we go with the same fucking people?
We've had the same beast or monster before and Scat.
Okay, well then I'm going to go with Trevathan as well because I'm
Buster. Buster was the same Scat like twice for us.
I'm assuming that Roquan's out, and I'm assuming that Chuck Pagano is going to be a piece of shit defensive coordinator and think that Trevathan can do way more than he fucking can and put him in impossible situations for his athletic ability at this point in his career or his age or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But definitely calling Trevathan because I see him getting worked this week by Kamara because Pagano is dumb enough to continue putting him in the spot to make these or to not make these plays. And the fact that Roquan's out, what other option do you have? I would say Bartavius Mingo because he actually is quicker.
He's got speed, but
to me, he also has a little bit more instinct. So, I mean, instinct in terms of passing plays, not in terms of running plays. I think Trevathan has that edge by a lot on most of our defense. So, but I am going Trevathan, just like you. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about with this game? I think I
just
doesn't matter.
It's TRE.
Is it? Trevathan. All right. I fucking thought I spelled it wrong. But you didn't have to fucking say it, but all right.
I didn't say it. I've talked shit about Brees all year. Like you said, Mack's going to show up. I just want them to fucking take him down once.
And that's the thing. New Orleans has a good defense, but I think we can wear them down.
Scramble that fucking team where they have to change their whole fucking mindset.
Back to what you said last week. Get a lead, because once you get a lead, this team is going to have to throw down the field, and Drew Brees cannot throw down the field. But my worry about that is that we're going to have Trevathan marking somebody down the fucking field, and he's going to fucking.
And then they're going to be like, "Oh, this is the Brees from 2012." It's like, fuck. Now we're making him look good. That fucking old hag.
He's not a hag. He's old. But I did forget one thing. I'm not actually too worried about Michael Thomas.
No, he's been shit all year. He's been injured.
When he has played, he's been okay. But he's been out for so fucking long that I'm not very worried about him, because he hasn't even put up like a career game or anything like that. Like, he's been out so long that if he comes back, he's coming back for the playoffs. That is a hard time to fucking come back when you've played only a few fucking games all year.
Because everything's going to be...
It's intensified.
It's going to be fast-paced.
It's going to be faster, and it's going to be harder.
Intense.
And that's the thing. One good hit on him, which I hope Jalen Johnson can play, because Jalen Johnson can actually fucking hit. He got rocked game 1 of the season against Detroit. Since then, he has not gotten rocked at all. And he actually rocked, who was it? Was it Scantling? Or no, it was Lazard. I think he fucked up the first time they played the Packers. He fucked him up. It just didn't get noticed because the Bears were down by so much and getting fucked up.
But that was the highlight of that game for us. We
fucked him up, and that's the thing. If he didn't get so cocky, he probably could have intercepted the ball after rocking him. But yeah, I'm not too worried about Michael Thomas. That's why he hasn't gotten brought up on this podcast. Well,
and even like I said, Deontay Harris, he's back, but he hasn't played.
Fuck Deontay Harris.
He hasn't played in a month and a half.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Hold on. He hasn't played in a month and a half. Our special teams can stop the run, so I'm not worried about that either. The only thing I'm hoping for is that Alvin can somehow just not make the fucking squad.
But do you know who I can see actually kind of fucking our defense up?
Taysom Hill.
No, Cook. Well, and Taysom Hill.
That's my biggest threat right now is Taysom Hill, because I feel like we're gonna be that stupid fucking team that doesn't change the play calling, and then he just keeps running it up the gut on us. And
I can see that, and I can also see Cook just running wide open down the field. Their tight end.
Hey, I made it in my shot class.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Cook and Taysom Hill is a good call. He worries me as well. But just focus on Kamara. If you can just focus on Kamara, get him out of the game, it's going to make them so much more one-dimensional, and they're going to get flustered.
Just hit him in the gut so he has to go take a shit or something.
Sean Payton's a great coach, but if you take away one of his two fucking weapons, he becomes one-dimensional, and that could be the difference in the game. Khalil Mack, bring the pressure. Trevathan, please don't fuck us up. Pagano, learn something from the first time you played them.
Shave your fucking facial hair, maybe. Just something.
Do something to just
change up the way you think.
That's all I got.
Take a shower for once.
Fucking pumped about this fucking game. Let's go. I know that I probably shouldn't. I'm probably being too optimistic, but we took him to fucking overtime with Nick fucking Foles. You know what? That's bullshit. Let's fucking go.
Not folding this time, buds.
No. Dave Montgomery is going to fucking run it all over that defense. Bear down.
Fuck you, Karen Rodgers.